When Jerry Seinfeld was first starting out, he was a young comic, obviously very focused, and he wanted to work every single day on his jokes and on his comedy and all of these things. And it felt very hard for him. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, so what he figured out is that all he needed to do was be consistent. That he didn't have to be good, follow along, but he needed to be consistent. Because if he sat down to try to do the work of writing jokes or whatever he was writing, and he was filled with this emotion of it's got to be good, it's got to be good, and it's got to be good first out of the gate, what would happen? Anybody want to take a guess? If it stinks, it's a failure. Paralysis. Kim, you're right. 100% overwhelmed. What's the point? He focused on the process instead. That's the point. He took the emotionality out of it and he focused only on the process. And the process was to stay committed daily. That was it. And to make it, okay, and make it easy enough that he could do it, right? So it wasn't like, okay, I'm going to sit down and work for 2 hours every day. It was, I'm going to spend 20 minutes. Now, obviously, it changed as life went on. But this is how they call this the Seinfeld strategy. It was not focused on how good the job was he was doing, but on not breaking the chain. So you're going to establish your target habit or activity, and you're going to make it visible. And visibility is the key. And there is also how we get a little buy-in with kids. When we talk about strategies with them, we talk about like if it's like, okay, if you want to study every day or you have to read for 20 minutes a day, it's not about how well we take the focus or the onus off of how well you're reading and the fact that we're building the habit to do so. Key is you also need to establish a visible tracking system. It must be visible. So poster size, giant calendar, whatever works for you or your student, that's how we do it. And they have to be able to visibly mark something off because when we see that, it helps. It's almost like small little victories. And what happens when we celebrate small little victories? We stay committed.